What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Fitz, Coach Fitz. I am the host of the Let's Argue podcast, personal development and business coach. And today I'm going to be talking about New Year's goals and how to make goals that are not a complete waste of time. Okay? So I'm going to get right into it. Most people's goals are a complete waste of time. And the reason why most people's goals are a complete waste of time is because most people's goals are not actually proper goals. What do you mean by that? Okay. Here's what I mean. Most people set goals like this. They get on their cell phone, or they get on Facebook, they get on Instagram, and they tell the world, they say, I'm going to make 6 figures this year. They text their best friend. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to gain 10 pounds of muscle, right? They announce their goals to the world, to their friends, to their God above. Here's what I want. And then something crazy happens. They do that January 1st. And then December 31st is the next time they revisit those earlier statements. So January 1st, they announce it to the world. And then darkness. They don't revisit them the whole year. And then December 31st, they start getting their next statement together, start getting their next speech together. This year, I need to lose 20 pounds now. Because I didn't lose the 10 pounds I said I would lose last year, right? But they're not going to say that part. I'm just adding that part in to be petty. The point that I'm making is goals should be a living, breathing document that you view no less than 3 times a week. I would argue you should look at them every day. But for starters, you should look at your goals no less than 3 times a week. And the reason you should look at your goals no less than 3 times a week is because if your goals are not constantly on your mind, it is so easy for you to forget them. It is so easy for you to even remember that you said you would do what you said you would do, right? So most people's strategy for creating goals is to say it to their friends, say it on social media, and then revisit it next New Year's, right? That's a losing strategy, right? That is a losing strategy. The purpose of a goal is to be a goalpost for where you're trying to go. The purpose of a goal, like people think that goals are the goal. People think goals are the goal. People think, oh, I made a goal and that should be the goal. The work's done. I made a goal. The money should start coming in now. That's not how it goes, right? The goal is the target. It's what you're aiming for, right? The goal is what you're aiming for, and then there are milestones along the way. The goal lets you know that you're on track for something bigger, right? There are smaller goals, there are larger goals, there's short-term goals, and there's long-term goals. So let's break it down. This is a common one, right? Because I go to the gym at least 4 times a week. And so I know that there's a lot of people coming to the gym now that weren't there a couple weeks ago, or even a week ago. And let's start with a weight goal, right? Let's say that you have this goal for the new year of losing 10 pounds. Okay, you profess that's your goal. I want to lose 10 pounds. Let's say that's your goal, right? Well, in order for you to write an effective goal or to have an effective goal, there are things that you need to set in place to make sure that that goal actually becomes reality. So here we go again. Let's say your goal is to lose 10 pounds. First thing that I'm going to ask you is, okay, you want to lose 10 pounds. Why? Why do you want to lose the 10 pounds? That's the first thing when making a goal or creating a goal. You need to understand why it is you have this goal. And many people skip over this step. I'll just make the goal. No, you need to understand why you're making the goal, because if you don't understand why you're doing something, it's going to be difficult for you to keep going when you look in the mirror and still see that you're fat. It's going to be difficult to lose that weight when you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see because you're on Instagram all day looking at other people. It's going to be difficult to keep going. And if you have a superficial why, if you have something that's not really driving you, you're not going to reach that goal. So if it's somebody else, you're losing it for somebody else, that may not be important to you, right? But if you say, okay, look, I want to lose 10 pounds and my why is because I don't have enough energy to play with my children. My why, I'm trying to start a business and mentally I'm not there, and I have so much self-esteem issues that I think losing this weight will help me with my self-esteem because it will get me to be more disciplined, right? A strong why is the foundation for any change you want to make. All right, one moment. Okay, so next thing is when you understand your why, then you can move on to, and this is what I walk my clients through. Okay, we understand why it is you want to do what you're trying to do. Where are you currently at right now? All right, where are you currently at? Because you told me your goals. Now, what is your reality? Where are you currently at? So in other words, if you know you need to start exercising in order to lose weight, where are you at right now? How much are you exercising? And this is a key part because many people have issues self-reflecting. Many people have an issue being honest even with themselves when they look themselves in the mirror and say, where am I honestly at? So instead of just saying, look, I don't exercise at all, people say, well, I walk a little bit when I go to work. I fold clothes. That's extra, right? They'll try to come up with any reason to not be honest with themselves. And the only way you're actually going to change is to take an accurate inventory of where you are so that you know where you need to be. If the inventory that you take is incorrect, then it can mess up the calibrations needed in order to achieve your goals. So with the weight example, right? Let's say that you want to lose the 10 pounds. That's your goal, right? Where are you at right now? I don't exercise at all. Okay, that's the reality. That's your reality. I don't exercise at all. Okay, cool. So what are your options, right? You have your goal. What are your options? Your options are, okay, 10 pounds. I need to exercise at least 2 to 3 hours a week, right? To start making, I need to exercise 2 to 3 hours a week, and I need to lower the amount of calories that I'm eating, right? And of course, I'm skipping through this. You would come through this through research and things like that, and it's more complicated, but I'm just giving you a general overview. Options, right? So we have your goal, we have your reality. Now we're at your options. What are your options? So you can go to the gym, you can go to the park, you can do at-home workouts, right? You go through all your options and you lay them out. What are my options for losing these 10 pounds? And then we get to your will. What will you do? You have your options. Now, what will you do? And this is where you make a decision. This is the plan I'm moving forward with. I'm going to go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, at least 45 minutes a visit, right? Or I'm going to go walk 30 minutes in the morning, 5 days a week, whatever it is. I'm going to go do at-home exercises and for 30, 45 minutes, 5 days a week, right? You figured out your options. Now you're deciding what you actually will do. Here's the final piece to it, right? Once you figured out what your goal is, where you're at, what your options are, and what you're going to do to move forward, you have to put a timeline on it. You have to put a deadline on it. If you do not put a deadline on your goals will put a RIP, rest in peace, to whatever you thought you were going to get on your life, on your reality. Deadlines are essential. I don't want any of this, oh, well, you know, it'll happen if it happens. No, you need to put a deadline. You need to have a sense of urgency. There is no, I just want to lose 10 pounds and leave it at that. No, I want to lose 10 pounds by January 31st at 5 p.m. You need to have the date and the time. I want to lose 10 pounds by January 31st at 5 p.m. Right? And then from there, you can map out your weeks. January 1st through the 7th or whatever. Here's what you're doing. You have your gym schedule. Second week, gym schedule. Third week, gym schedule. Fourth week, gym schedule. And then have on there the days that you're going to take your weights. Are you going to do it every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, right? Have it mapped out. And that's why I say your goals need to be somewhere where you can see them every day, but at least 3 times a week, because then it's on your mind. You're focused on them. So then when it's time to go eat out, you may say, I'm not going to eat out because I just looked at my goals today and I remember I gotta lose that 10 pounds by January 31st. Oh, you know, they ordering pizza. I'm not going to have a slice. We doing this, we doing that. I'm not, like, your goals keep you centered. They keep you focused, right? And so this is just a general overview of some goals. I go a lot deeper in my actual coaching. This is something just to help you understand that if you do not set proper goals, you will not actually accomplish anything. Many people are in the habit of just saying the goals and then not revisiting them. I'm going to keep it in my mind. I'm not going to write it down anywhere on a piece of paper, in my phone, anywhere. Don't be like them. Those are average people. Okay, so if you want to have an above average, an excellent, phenomenal 2024, it might be worthwhile to invest in yourself and really understand how to set proper goals and how to hold yourself accountable at a high level, and maybe even have an outside perspective going in, asking you the proper questions, really digging deep into why it is you want what you want and holding you accountable at a high level. Because listen, many people are operating without a plan. Many people are, setting these goals. And here's an interesting thing as well. When you set an improper goal and you're not actually doing what needs to be done to achieve the goal, when you don't achieve the goal, you'll associate it with the fact that you gave it your all, even though you didn't. Even though you didn't give it your all, even though you said, I want to lose 10 pounds, and then you never revisited the goal, you never tracked anything, you never made a plan. And then when December 31st comes for 2024 and you're not there, you'll internalize it as if you gave it everything you had in 2024 and it just didn't happen. And that's when the blaming starts happening. Oh, it's because of this. It's that person. I can't do that. I don't have time, right? You'll start rationalizing your inability to properly plan. You'll start rationalizing your failures. And that's the most dangerous place to be in. So before you get there, before you start on this path of 2024, new year, new me, ask yourself, what makes you think you're going to get anything different in 2024 if you do the same things you've been doing for 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, right? Look back. How many of those goals did you actually achieve? What did you do when you actually achieved them? And if you're achieving your goals too easily, are you challenging yourself enough? Right? These are all things that you need to consider when creating a goal. Again, this is very beginner level stuff. I go a lot deeper with my clients, but I just want to give y'all something as we head into this new year. Get your wheels rolling, all that great stuff. I gotta go, gotta eat some dinner. But Appreciate y'all for watching. If there's anything I can do for you, DM me at my Instagram at Real Coach Fitz. Find me on Instagram at Real Coach Fitz. And if there's anything that I can do for you, you can also schedule a one-on-one consultation with me. That's free. Schedule that one-on-one consultation with me. That is going to be in the description. And I will see y'all next time.